after hijacking a commercial airplane, a man demanded $200,000 and 4 parachutes. Hours later, while the aircraft was still in flight, he opened the rear stairway, tied the money to his body, and jumped into the night. He vanished into the darkness and was never seen again. The man used the name D.B. Cooper. The story began on November 24th, 1971. That afternoon, a man bought a one-way ticket in Portland, bound for Seattle. He paid in cash and used the name Dan Cooper. Wearing a dark suit and black tie, he boarded Flight 305 of Northwest Orient Airlines, a Boeing 727 carrying 36 passengers. Shortly after takeoff, he handed a note to a flight attendant. It said he had a bomb. He opened his briefcase slightly, revealing wires and red cylinders inside. Cooper demanded $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes. Authorities were alerted, and the Federal Bureau of Investigation coordinated the response. When the plane landed in Seattle, the ransom was delivered. 10,000 $20 bills, whose serial numbers were recorded by the FBI. After receiving the money, Cooper released the passengers. Only the flight crew remained. He then ordered the aircraft back into the air, heading toward Mexico City, flying low and slow. The Boeing 727 had a rare feature, a rear stairway that could be opened during flight. Cooper had asked for 4 parachutes for a strategic reason. By requesting several parachutes, he implied that he might force someone from the crew to jump with him, making it unlikely authorities would risk giving him faulty equipment. Even so, one of the reserve parachutes provided was actually a training parachute, meant only for ground instruction. Cooper noticed this and used it to cut cords and secure the ransom money to his body. At approximately 8:13 p.m., while flying over a remote area between Washington and Oregon, the crew felt a sudden change in cabin pressure. The rear stairway had been opened. Somewhere in the cold and rainy night, D.B. Cooper jumped from the aircraft with a parachute and $200,000 in cash. The plane later landed in Reno. Cooper was gone. A massive search followed, but investigators found no body, no parachute, and no trace of the hijacker. One of the few clues left behind was a black tie Cooper had removed before the jump. Years later, microscopic analysis revealed tiny particles of industrial metals on the fabric, suggesting he may have worked in engineering or manufacturing. For years, the ransom money also remained missing. Then, in 1980, a boy camping with his family near the Columbia River discovered 3 bundles of $20 bills buried in the sand. The total was $5,800. Investigators confirmed that the serial numbers matched the ransom money given to D.B. Cooper. At least part of the ransom had clearly reached the ground, suggesting Cooper may have survived the jump. Over the decades, the FBI investigated hundreds of suspects and thousands of leads, but none revealed Cooper's identity. In 2016, after 45 years, the FBI officially closed the active investigation. If D.B. Cooper was around 40 years old in 1971, he would be over 90 today. If he is still alive, he could be an ordinary elderly man living quietly somewhere. Maybe someone you've passed on the street. Maybe someone you've met before. And who knows? Maybe one of those ransom bills is still circulating somewhere today. Maybe even in the wallet of someone watching this video right now.